Good afternoon, everybody in War Eagle. My name is Christopher Hecox, and I'm the Executive Director here at the Jay and Susie Gouge Performing Arts Center at Auburn University. Welcome to Talkback Thursday, and I'm happy to have back with us Auburn alumnus and member of the Righteous Brothers, Bucky Heard. Bucky, War Eagle.
War Eagle, my friend. Gosh, we look so much better than we did 2 years ago.
I know, like refreshed, right?
Look how good we look. Except I'm completely white-headed now, so
I'm getting there.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too, and looking forward to actually seeing you finally in person again. So we're here to talk about bringing the Righteous Brothers with Bill Medley and yourself here on Saturday, April 23rd, in just under 2 weeks. 7:30 p.m. here at the Gouge Center, and it is sold out.
Yes. I told, because my hometown is Dadeville, Alabama, just down the road, and I told Bill, I said, this may be the only show we've been performing together now for going on 7 years, and I said, this may be the only show we've ever done where I could possibly have as many friends in the audience as him.
More family too, right?
Yes. Oh gosh, yeah. Everybody's coming. A lot of my former alumni. Actually, I graduated from Auburn in '89, and I graduated high school from the military school there in Camp Hill. It was Lyman Ward Military Academy. Now it's Southern Prep. And it turns out that we're having an alumni get together in Opelika at the Marriott the Friday before our show. So I'm going to get to see a lot of friends I haven't seen in 30 years. And they're coming to the show as well as what Dr. Miller, who was my favorite acting professor when I was at Auburn, Ken Yates, who was my mentor, vocal instructor from the Alexander City Junior College. He's 88 years old, still singing top tenor in barbershop quartet competitions, but they're all coming to the show. So I'm super, super excited to come home.
So I know we talked about this before, but is this kind of the first time that you'll be coming back professionally in the area?
Yeah. Yes. The last time I was on an Auburn stage was in 1989. I performed. I did hair at Telfair Pete, and then I performed a Tennessee Williams show called The Eccentricities of a Nightingale. That was my very last show that I performed at Telfair Pete Theater in Auburn. But so it's really thrilling to not only to come home, but to come home in this respect, with this iconic group, and something that I'm really proud of that we've been doing now for quite some time. Well, we lost 2 years during COVID, but the show has been great. We just got back from doing a tour on the East Coast. We did a Florida tour. We've been busier than ever. We have 60 plus road shows this year already.
Wow.
And then on top of that, we have a new home here in Las Vegas. So if you're in Vegas, we're playing three nights a week every month at South Point Hotel and Casino. So yeah, man, it's just been great. And the audiences have been so receptive. I don't know who missed who more. If they missed us more, if we missed them, I think we missed them more. But it's been amazing. We were on California, got back from Houston, and all the shows have just been, the audiences have just been incredible and just hungry for entertainment, as we have all just been getting out of lockdown and all that stuff.
Yeah. So I did want to ask you that because, you're kind of just starting back up, or we've all been starting back up, but it's different perspective from us that are putting the shows on the stage and seeing our audiences come back to the artists that are on the stage interacting with the audiences and the patrons. So, tell me about it. Has it been the same kind of everywhere you've been, or have the audiences been more receptive in certain areas? So like, for instance, we're close to Florida. What was Florida like? Just a lot of big crowds, people ready to be back.
Gosh, everybody, Florida is kind of a different animal. It's been, they've been kind of open.
That's true. And Houston as well, I guess.
They've been, and I worked for Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines shortly after I graduated Auburn for 4 years. I worked for the cruise industry, and every city we were in, from Fort Lauderdale to Clearwater, Sarasota, I got to see ship friends that I worked with, and they brought people. And so, yeah, the most interesting thing that I found is like, for example, we played New Jersey, we played Tarryton, New Jersey, we played Morristown, New Jersey, like back-to-back days, and they were, the theaters are kind of leaving it up to I think the states and cities are kind of leaving it up to the theaters as far as mask mandates and what they want to do. But Tarryton, nobody was wearing masks, and in Morristown, the whole audience was wearing masks. Some of the theaters were able to do meet and greets, and some we can't. So that's been the toughest thing to navigate, because I've got friends. Can we come backstage? Can we see you after the show? Can we? And even folks are asking me about the Goose Center. I said, I really won't know until I get there what the protocol is. But as far as the audiences themselves go, a lot of these shows, like our show we're doing for you guys, have been a rebook. I think we've tried to book this show twice.
Yes.
And this is the third time.
Right.
So in a lot of instances, the shows have been already booked and sold out for 2 years.
Yeah.
But, and the promoter will come backstage before the show and say, don't be nervous. Just so you know, you're sold out. But, it's a 1,500 seater, but there's only 900 here because there are still some people, with everybody's personal right to feel how they want. And some people aren't comfortable yet with getting out. So that's been the most unfortunate thing, is knowing that we had a sold out show and only performing to half a house sometimes. But
so you have seen that on the road though, Bucky, and some of the places you've been? Yeah, almost everywhere. California and some places like that are a little more right. I'm not making a political statement, but depending on the state and the affiliation, and that seems to lean more. Some states are like wide open, ready to rock, and then others are a little apprehensive. And I understand both sides of it. So right. Yeah, that's interesting, and I think we've seen a little bit of that here. But the most recent performance we had here was Kenny G a few weeks ago, and that was sold out. That was sold out as well, but it was packed and
so everybody's coming in.
Yeah, everybody was coming in, and
it's great.
Kenny's really great, like you all are as well. But he came out in the lobby after the show and signed CDs for everybody afterwards, and met with everybody and stuff. So
yeah, we're always good with that. As of so far this year, we haven't gone out front after the show. I'm not sure if that's been the theater's choice or, Bill's going to be 82 in September, but he's in great, he's doing better now. It's almost like he's getting his medicine again since we're back on stage. But I mean, we did, up the East Coast, we did 9 shows in 11 days.
Did you really?
Yeah. And jumping and in Florida, we did 7 shows in 8 days. So we have 1 day off and, go to city after city after city. And he's sounding better than he ever did during COVID. He started taking vocal lessons again. He started taking Pilates. I mean, the guy is, I got to hand it to him. He's really, he's a very young 81 years old. And he just told me, he said, yeah, Buck, I think we got another 10 years in us. I said, well, bring it on, man. I'm ready. Let's go.
That's interesting that you say that, because, there's some legacy artists, some of our living legends, like, like Bill, that when they've come back and I've heard them on the stage, they sound better than ever. And I wonder, to your point about having the time to practice, to rest the instrument, to work on those things, if that was not been great for them, and to be able to extend, their ability to perform, longer into life.
Oh, without question. He at the end of our last show that we did, he told the audience, he said, you guys have no idea how much we've missed you. I said, this is feeding my soul. And like, you just about have to drag him off stage, because what do you want to hear? People are yelling out old Righteous Brothers songs that, Brown Eyed Woman and See That Girl, and some great, like, kind of true Righteous Brothers fan songs that people would start yelling them out, and he'll go sit at the piano, and, and we sit there while he plays piano, and and sings, and he'll do the blues and some Little Richard. We do, we always kid around. We say we do the hits, and we do everything from Little Richard to Pavarotti in the show.
That's right. Yes.
So, and you've seen the show in Atlanta when we did it. So, but it is truly magical. It's just hard to. It's like seeing the love of your life that you've been separated. I don't want to. I'm hesitant to use this analogy, but it'd be like my brother-in-law was stationed in Iraq during the time. He was gone for 8 months at a time, sometimes longer. And when he had come home and my sister would see him, it's like, oh my gosh, he's home. That's kind of, in a way, that's what you feel like. You feel like you've been away so long, and now you're finally seeing the love of your life again. And it's just beautiful. It's just been absolutely beautiful, heartwarming. And we're going all over the United States. I mean, we just got back last weekend. We were in Tacoma and Bremerton, sold out both the shows. It's just from Florida to Washington State. We've been performing already this year. And, but to get back down south, I told Bill, last time we came to Atlanta, I took him to the Varsity because, he loves chili dog. So I said, you got to have, what do you have? What do you have? You got to go to the Varsity. So made him wear the hat and all that stuff. And so is Guthrie still in Auburn?
Oh, Bucky.
I mean, that's a stupid question. I know. It's been that long, but I told Bill.
That long. So I have to tell you, there's a new Guthrie's actually downtown.
Oh, really?
They opened a brand new big one, right smack downtown. So
that's fantastic.
Not an issue with that. And we could maybe get some boxes and just go ahead and throw them backstage for everybody.
You know what? If you did that, I wouldn't complain.
I don't think so. Right?
He's got to try it. I told him, I said, you had the Varsity in Atlanta. When you come to Auburn, man, you got to have Guthrie's, and it's the sauce. See, I'm salivating right now. See, look, I'm also sporting the colors here.
Yeah, I know. I see. And show everybody what you have on too, what you're wearing.
Oh, let me tell you. See, can you see the back?
Yes. That's your good luck jersey, right?
I wore this to the national championship, and we won. So I figured, and I've got the last time I told Chris, I'll tell the viewers, the shirt you have on is the exact shirt I have that I wore for our last interview. And I asked, I said, did you wear it on purpose? She said, yeah. I had it on, and I switched to the Bo Jackson jersey because I saw it hanging next to it. I've got a whole rack of Auburn jerseys and shirts and alumni sweaters, and I've got an Auburn section and I have a Falcon section. I'm a little too embarrassed to wear my Falcon stuff these days.
No, it'll be fine. Same thing with my Jaguar stuff. So
but dude, at least you guys have we'll talk football later. But
so Bucky, Gail says this too. We need to have some gallons of Tumor's lemonade.
Oh yeah, just see the Gail. Oh, dude, come on, man.
Gail. We'll have that for
Tumor's lemonade and Guthrie's chicken. I mean, come on.
I think we'll be good to go with that.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask you though, is Bill going to let you not wear the uniform? Are you going to be able to be in full Auburn regalia on stage or what?
I have a couple of things planned.
Okay.
Sometimes, Chris, I live by the rule. It's easier to get forgiveness than permission.
Right.
So I'm thinking I know for sure I'm going shopping for a special tie today. Okay. But I'm going to bring this bad boy. And I'm thinking at some point when I go off stage while he's singing, just between us and the viewers.
Between us, no one else listening.
I might, he's going to call me a suck up, but that's okay.
Hey, you're an alum. That's not a suck up.
Hey, come on, man. I know.
That's not. I'm sorry, it's not. I mean, suck ups win, and I'm not going to name names. We've had drummers and others wearing Aubie t-shirts and stuff on stage, and we have people that went to other SEC schools on stage putting an Auburn shirt on.
How dare you blaspheme and wear that?
Exactly. And it's usually, it's if they get in trouble with their school, not, everybody's happy.
Oh yeah. Well, it's sucking up, man. I know, but I'm actually coming in on the 20th. Our show's on the 23rd, and I'm coming in on the 20th to go down to Dadeville to see some of my special friends I grew up with down there, and then we're going to be at the Marriott for our alumni meeting on the 22nd, which that's just crazy that turned out to be the same weekend.
It's really, really a great coincidence.
Oh, it like I said, I went to military school. I've got friends from Guatemala and El Salvador and all over the the country and world that are going to be coming in. And then we have the military day down in Camp Hill at Southern Prep on Saturday afternoon. Then I'm going to buzz back to Auburn for sound check and get ready to rock you guys and do a really great show.
Well, tell our audiences, for those who haven't seen a Righteous Brothers show or Righteous Brothers show with you in it, kind of what they should expect when they come to the Goosh.
Well, we obviously are going to do the hits. Bill had, and a lot of my friends, when I say the Righteous Brothers, they had hits back in the 60s, but then a lot of these hits came around again in the 80s and the early 90s with some of the biggest blockbuster movies. So you have songs like You've Lost That Lovin' Feeling, which was their biggest hit. And actually, just about 20 years ago, it surpassed the Beatles record of Yesterday and became the most played record in the history of American radio. Yeah. It also got put into the Library of Congress 2 years ago. Now, you'll say that to, a 40-year-old, 35, and they might not know the song. But if you say Top Gun, the bar scene.
Oh, yeah. I know that. Right.
Yeah. And Dirty Dancing, I've had the time of my life. Of course, that was a Bill Medley song, not a Righteous Brother. I was introduced to the Righteous Brothers in 1974 when my mom bought me the 45. I don't even know if they still make 45s, but the 45 record of Rock and Roll Heaven. And that was my favorite Righteous Brothers tune. Then, of course, they had a big hit with You're My Soul and My Inspiration. Right. Bill and I went to Donnie and Marie had a hit with that song. And Bill and I went to see Donnie's show about a month ago, and he came out in the audience and brought microphones, and we sang and he argued about what the lyrics were with it. They're just classic songs, and also Unchained Melody from Ghosts. So we make a big joke, like in the audience, it's very special because you'll see, 75, 80-year-old moms or grandmoms with their daughters, and they're holding hands out there, and after the show, the grandmother or the mother will say, yeah, I remember my daughter running in after seeing the movie Ghost and coming into the room and saying, Mom, there's this great new group that you've got to hear called the Righteous Brothers. And she said, new group? They're the reason you're here. So it's funny to hear different people's perspectives and of what their feelings are in the music. And, you'll have ladies when we were doing meet and greets, especially ladies and gentlemen that had served in our armed forces, and we do a very heartfelt tribute to our veterans, which is from the heart. My dad was a Vietnam veteran. Bill has ties to the military. We're both very, very love our veterans and appreciate them so much, and we do a tribute to them. And after the show, you see these guys and ladies that are wearing the hats, that says what branch of service they served in or what ship they served on in the Navy, and they'll come up to Bill with tears in their eyes, particularly our Vietnam vets, and say, I just want to thank you. Your music was our tie to home, and you have no idea what that meant to us. And these are Marines, with tears, and Bill just hugs them and says, we were just glad to be over there in some way to help you guys, those kind of things. And then on a funny side, talking about the moms and daughters, a husband and wife will come up to us, and the wife will come up to Bill while I'm talking to the husband. Of course, I can hear her, and she says, oh, Bill, your songs that's what got me and my husband together and just made my heart flutter. And we held hands and listened to your music, and it was just beautiful. And then she'll come over to me, and the husband will go over and say, hey, Bill, your songs, man. I was in the backseat of my 1965 Mustang, and boy, so, the guys are like, hey, but it's just fun to hear the perspectives of how this music touched so many people. And I guess I didn't have my head wrapped around it until now that I've been working with Bill and seeing this and the reaction to the music, and to see a living legend. We just lost Bobby Rydell. We've lost Leon Russell. We've lost, Glenn Campbell. Over the last few years, we've lost so many of the greats, and every day we're losing, icons, legends, and Bill Medley is a true rock and roll legend. Not only he and Bobby created a whole genre of music, blue-eyed soul. So I'm telling people from the bottom of my heart, if we come to your area, not because I'm trying to sell you a ticket, not because, which I am, but not because but I don't cheat yourself. Go and see Bill Medley. Come see the Righteous Brothers. He is a national treasure. He is an icon. He is a rock and roll Hall of Famer. And, we can't take for granted we're always going to have these guys around.
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Bucky, I'm just thrilled to be able to reconnect with you and can't wait to have you back in town very soon. Again, everybody, the Righteous Brothers with Bill Medley and Bucky Heard will be here at the Goose Center on Saturday, April 23rd, 7:30 p.m. sold out show. And definitely want to thank our sponsors for this performance, Susan and Jim McKee and Linda Bonds Peterson, for sponsoring this performance and being wonderful patrons of the arts here in Auburn, Alabama.
We thank you.
Yes. And Bucky, we will make sure that there's some Tumors lemonade and some Guthrie's back.
You're the man. You are the man.
We will do that. Absolutely.
I appreciate it, Chris.
Looking forward to you being here, and War Eagle, Bucky.
War Eagle, my friend, and looking forward to seeing you. I'll see you in about a week or less than that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thanks, man.
Bye for now.